Hey, beautiful souls, and welcome to our live message today. And today I'm going to be doing a channeled message from my spirit guides about spirit guides. I'm going to talk to you briefly about channeling and what that means, and then we will hop right into it. The only info I have about the topic is that it's going to be on spirit guides, and I'm guessing maybe how they work with us and how we can work with them. Now, one of the gifts that I have as a medium that I've trained in is trance mediumship. Mediumship, where I'm connecting with loved ones that have already crossed over. The type of mediumship I practice in that aspect is called evidential mediumship, where I'm blending my soul with the soul of crossed over loved ones, and they are sharing details about their lives and their emotions and messages they might have. There is something else that's called trance mediumship, where the medium goes into a deeper meditative state. And there are two ways to do it. One is where I'm in a deep meditative state and my guides are actually using my voice and changing my voice when they're talking through me, which is a bit of a deeper trance state. What I'm going to do for you today is a light trance. So I'll be in a lighter meditative state and they will just speak through me, but it doesn't change my voice. And I am in a little bit lighter of a trance, but still trying to keep my awareness to the side. I get talking quickly and it's a lot that comes through. For deeper trance, it does take me a little bit longer to move into that meditative state. And so for our purposes on live, the 5 minutes it takes me to move my awareness, I know can feel like a lot for people to be waiting to listen through. So we are just going to do this light channeled message right now from my guides to you about spirit guides. So here we go. I'm going to start moving my awareness, and in just a minute I will start talking, and then I'll have to watch it at the end to learn about what I said, just like you guys do. So here we go. Just give me about 30 seconds to move my awareness. We are so pleased to be channeling today and sharing these messages with you, those far and wide who will be reached and touched by this broadcast. We are aware that many of you have sent out many thoughts and requests around spirit guides, and we hear your cry. We hear you asking, where are we and why can't we communicate with you? And how do you communicate? And how will we know? We hear all of these requests, and today we would like to share a bit of information on this topic with you. You might be surprised to learn that everyone has a team of spirit guides and inspirers. We work in the background, usually unnoticed by many of you. However, over the years and years and time, as you measure it there on your plane, we have become more available to the conscious awareness as consciousness and awareness shifts. We are more available to be communicated with, in that you are more aware of communicating with us. And what does that look like? Often it looks like gentle inspiration, gentle nudges, or even full guidance from us. However, we want to make it incredibly clear that even if you build a relationship with us and can communicate with us regularly in your own way, we will not usurp your free will. What do we mean by this? We will not be stepping in or giving information that solidifies or makes your decisions for you. You have free will as a beautiful part of your human condition, and although it is quite frustrating to many of you on many levels, it is one of the key ingredients of your humanity. And for us to get involved to the point where we take control of your free will is just not our role. We admire you. We adore you. We have so much love and affinity for you. And our role is that of support. You are the one who has come through into this human experience in this lifetime. We are the ones who are remaining on this side to support you, to encourage you with our wisdom, with our guidance. However, the moment that you are birthed into this world and start taking your first breaths, and even maybe before that, you have the divine spark of life within you. It beats your heart and breathes your lungs, and you do not give it a second thought. And that is the spirit, the magic, the There aren't even human words for this. The divine creation within you, and this also is the divine inspiration of your soul. Your soul is made up of so many amazing things, including divine wisdom and intelligence. Truthfully, you do not need us to give you the answers. You do not need us to control your path or to manipulate you like marionettes would manipulate puppets. This is not our role. And believe it or not, we do have divine counsels of light on this side. And if we were to use you like a puppet and manipulate your free will, we would definitely have a meeting about that we would have to answer for those choices and decisions that we are making, because it is our role to support you as you navigate this learning and growing experience that you are having. We are aware that it can be so distracting on your side. And the more that humanity grows and progresses and changes, the more inventions that are created, the more buildings that are created, the more internet-based realities that are created, the more and more and more distracted that you will be. How many times in a day do you find yourself sitting still and quiet and trying to listen to the beat of your heart? How many times a day do you find yourself sitting still and quiet and focusing on the breath moving in and out of your lungs, nourishing all of your systems, including that powerful brain of yours? Most of you, the answer is never. That is the way to tune in to this divine guidance, to get still within your physical body while still in your world. However, most of these amazing spiritual gifts and wisdom that you possess, that you can tune into, that you can tap into, that you can turn on within yourself in present time, the way the culture of humanity has moved, you are more focused on achievement with these goals and what these goals might be able to provide for you in a more concrete, a more physical, tangible way. And while, yes, that is a part of your existence and you are supposed to experience many wonderful things, you are also supposed to, or have it available to you, to use your emotions as a compass to guide you with our support and encouragement from the other side, to let you know when you are moving towards something that might challenge you in the most exciting way, when you are moving towards something that might be dangerous for you or detrimental to the development of your own soul, when you are moving towards something that is in full, complete alignment with the Maker's plan that lives within you, the divine inspiration of creation that lives within you, breathing you as you. You have full access to all of this wisdom, and you do not actually need concrete interaction with any spirit guide for this guidance, for this encouragement, for this support. All of our work can be done in the background, and often is for much of humanity still. But for those of you who are crying out to us, wanting to have more concrete engagement, more tangible communication for us, we are ready and we are available for you. Some words of encouragement around that we feel might be helpful for you in this time are these. Focus more on the emotions that you feel. That is how we communicate through the gentle nudging while you are distracted by your world. Those gentle nudges that reach you even through all of this noise and distraction, even through everything that has sprung up around you, even through confusion and busyness. Those nudges within you through the love of your own soul are largely how we communicate with you. And truthfully, does it matter how we lived in human form in the past? Does it matter if we were once an Egyptian god or if we were once a slave? Does it matter if we were once an enlightened religious figure or if we were once a pauper with no shoes in a village living as a beggar? Does that matter to you? Does that make our wisdom any more infinite once we have been released from human form? And do you know that some of us did not live in human form previously? Some of us, of course, have, but others of us have not lived in the form that you live in now as you understand it, but we may have taken other forms. And this does not make our connection to that divine wisdom any less. It is only you in human form who is shielded slightly from this divine wisdom, largely through that distraction that we mentioned before, largely through all of the requirements and rules and rigidity put on you by human structures, human creation, the things you must achieve in your world, the things you are driven to do and accomplish, the survival you must participate in, the distractions all around you, be it through things like social media or outlets that you may be distracted by television or other media, or just the substantial, expansive amount of construction and buildings that exist now on your plane through all the wonderful technological advancements. And please don't mistake us as though we might be saying that all of these distractions are wrong in some way. They all have incredible, useful, beneficial things to offer and to employ to you as a people. They are all available for you to use at your benefit, though sometimes you are unconsciously moving through your day to day, moving through the rhythms of your life. And as we all know, life on your plane is temporary. Time and space and life is measured differently in your world than on the other side here with us. You are dealing with finite constructs of time, whereas we are dealing with infinite intelligence. And please know that we are communicating with you in very tangible ways at all times. You have many of us that care about you, that want to nurture and support you in your development, but it would be wrong of us to be making these decisions for you or forcing your hand, so to speak, forcing you to choose this path over that, forcing you to choose these words over those. That is just not our role. Our role is to support you, encourage you, inspire you. And in fact, we have met with many of you, both in dream states and with your souls before you even came into this human consciousness in this lifetime. You firmly know deep within yourself all of the things that you want to create and be and feel and know and do in this lifetime. And while you might feel like we are some magical source who has these answers that can provide them for you, that just truly is not our role. It is not our role to serve as a genie and magically give wishes upon wishes so that these human experiences are completely stolen from you, but instead it is for you to grow and feel and learn in your own understanding, in your own being, and surrounded by your own space and time. To connect with us deeper, we suggest finding pockets of silence. Now, some people choose to do this through meditation, and yes, we can begin to communicate when you are in meditative states, working to quiet those distractions around you, working to focus your intentions and your attention on being available, being open, being present. This is said in many different ways in human terminology, although on our side, there are no exact words for this energy of connection that you seek to find with us. However, for others of you, this state of meditation just is not something that you engage in a regular and consistent way so that we may make contact in a tangible way like you desire. But you can still employ the techniques of quieting distraction, of focusing your intention and your awareness and your energy. Even as you move throughout your day, you can find moments of silence. You can find moments in busy, crowded environments where you just move your awareness to something simple, to something quiet, to something still. And you find that stillness within you no matter where you are. I bet if we shared ways with you that we are nudging you every day, that you might be surprised to recognize that that is your own guide, your own team, your own inspirers within your own life working every single day with you, even now. Have you ever had something posed to you, perhaps a choice, perhaps an offer? Maybe, for example, you are being offered a promotion within your job. And while you feel that this promotion might have benefits for you. You already know that you are not very happy in your job. Maybe you feel it is too stressful. Maybe you feel that you don't like the participants in your place of employment, the other people around you. And so you wrestle with this job because you know that achievement is important in your world and in your culture. You know that you have human obligations like bills to pay and other things that are different from your spiritual journey. And how do you know which of these is the best option for you to choose? And does it even matter? Does it even affect the journey of your soul, whether you choose a promotion or not? And we would like to encourage you to think of these things not as one dependent on the other necessarily. You can have this full spiritual life, this connection, these exploration of gifts that you have within you. You can explore your connection psychically to all that is, and believe us, it is there tangibly for each of you if you choose to explore it. You can choose to explore your gifts as a healer through compassionate words, through use of energy that your human race cannot quite see and identify yet, although it is in the works. And at one time in the future, humans will identify energy healing in a totally different way than you do now. But it doesn't mean that you can't still tune into this energy or learn how to become sensitive to it, learn how to use it. You can tune into the energy and emotion of people all around you, and you do it constantly, both knowingly and unknowingly. And this doesn't necessarily have to completely intertwine with the job that you do as your day-to-day monetary sustenance. You can have both of these things, all of these things, and they can live fully, completely within you, within your day, and can be separate parts, separate units of your life. For example, if you look back in your own human history, you will see that many of the artists and philosophers who created works and created inspiration that you culturally hold so near and dear to your heart now, during the time that they lived in physical existence, they were not rewarded for these creations at all. And in fact, many felt impoverished. Many did not get to enjoy the spoils of advanced and extreme human living, but instead were not appreciated in that way until their physical lives were long over. However, they did enjoy the feelings of this inspiration moving through them, whether they were a painter, a philosopher, a singer, an artist of some different kind. They got to spend time in this energy of divine creation, divine inspiration. They got to feel the power of their own soul as it expressed in tangible form through art and music and movement and sharing of words. They got to feel the emotion of this divine cooperative effort, bringing these ideas from the other world into your world in tangible ways. So there are many ways for you to feel this inspiration, feel this love, this divine creation in your life. And it doesn't have to look just in a way that is in a trajectory of advanced earning, so to speak, of one being traded for the other. Both can live fully coexisting. How are you exploring and expressing your gifts right now? Are you available for guidance? Are you available for those nudges when we are gently encouraging you through energy and through inspiration to pick up that pen and write down some words, whether they be poetic or just inspired from your own human experience? Or do you turn a blind eye to these nudges? Do you close down your emotions, unwilling to feel, unwilling to express, because you might actually have to feel something yourself? These inspirations are available all around you in the gentle nudges of help that person, lend a kind ear, lend a compassionate heart, create this beautiful thing in the world. However, you are in such a focus, and we do not necessarily mean each of you as individuals, but in culture, in current present time, there is such a focus for achievement and advancement for the individual, whereas we are more focused on the advancement of your soul, the unfolding of you to your greatest capabilities and expression of these otherworldly gifts in your lifetime, these gifts of compassion and connection and pure wisdom and love. That is where we inspire you to go. So you can do this simply by tuning into your own emotions moment by moment. Do you feel in pain? What is that emotion trying to tell you? Or do you feel content? And we hear you say, many of you, we cannot feel content until some of these human ailments are removed from our sight, are removed from our world. And we challenge that and say, some of the growing is learning to feel content even while all of these ailments exist, even while all of these challenges and difficulties are in your view, that those two are not mutually exclusive. And can you learn how to feel the vibration of love and contentment during any circumstances? Can you begin to feel our love supporting you, gently guiding you and encouraging you, even in times of deep despair or challenge or struggle? Can you feel both of these at one time? That is where we would encourage you to place your focus. And can you start to believe and allow and know that you have supporters all around you that are unseen, that we do intervene and encourage supporters that can be seen and interacted with in your plane in the form of other humans and opportunities, and sometimes even nature and pets and wildlife. We put these across your path so that you might focus your awareness there, so that you might let your emotions move you, encourage you, so that you might let these emotions of contrast highlight for you what direction might be the best for your soul to move in. But please know that you do not have to have a tangible relational communication with us in order to achieve these things. Whether you speak to us regularly or not, we are still on your team. We are still your supporters. We are still in alignment with your highest and greatest good, even when you yourself cannot see or determine what that is. Please know that we, through the connection that we share in divine love and inspiration, we do not leave your energetic side for one moment. And we are constantly wanting you to move more and more and more into true alignment with the full, complete, highest expression of your soul. You really fight against yourselves more than anyone else. And often when you feel so confused about a decision or which path to choose, it is because you have convinced yourself that there are bits and pieces about the options that you do not like. And it makes you feel this paralysis because you are trying so hard to decide from a place of logical understanding of what you do like and what you don't like, when you would be better to become still and try to feel into the emotion of what would be the most growth for me in this choice. What would be the highest expression of my gifts that I do know about, and what would give the most space for me to bring forward gifts that I might not fully know about. As far as guidance and inspirers and supporters, you have plenty. Please rest assured that we are here, whether you tangibly engage with us or not. We are here supporting you, encouraging you, loving you. Please do not get hung up on needing to know a name or some sort of written history of who we might or might not have been when we once walked the earth as consciousness in form. Please know that that is not necessary for us to inspire you, but if you feel it is necessary, that through meditation we can give you understanding of bits of this information. But should that really be the focus, or should the focus be how can you express more fully? How can you become comfortable being more vulnerable, more true to that self that you do not show to the world? And these gifts that you so desire are sure to follow. Please know it is not a once I fully understand and have control to employ all of my gifts, then I will start growing and moving in that direction. It is quite the contrary. First, you must start growing and moving in a direction that you feel interested in. That is an inspiration in itself. And then, as these gifts are presented to you through subtle nudges, through subtle shifts, and through gentle exposure, it is your free will to continue to pursue learning and growing and developing these gifts in your physical form. These are not gifts that you do not already possess. They already all belong to you in that beautiful package that is your soul's energy. It is just learning how to use that human emotion that you feel and our inspiration and nudges, plus the wisdom of your own soul to know what is in the highest and greatest good, what is in the most alignment with who you desire to become and who you want to express to be in this world. We are constantly here, listening, waiting by your side, helping you navigate through all of the conflicting messages that you both receive and give off. Really, the highest and greatest for you is the highest and greatest expression of your soul, whether it produces a physical, tangible reaction in this world that you can discern within your lifetime or not. So we encourage you, express your creativity, express your vulnerability, express your emotions through compassion, through nurturing, through art, through song, through dance, through beauty, through sharing, through the spiritual gifts such as mediumship and healing, through your work on saving one another, on understanding one another, on saving nature, and treading more lightly on this planet that you call home. That is how you can feel more connected with us, more connected with inspiration, with guidance, more importantly, with your own soul and with all that is. You already have that seed that lives in you as you, giving you the allotted time that you have in this human experience. And for all of that time and even more, you have us by your side, energetically and often physically. We hope this is helpful to comfort you or to inspire you or encourage you in some way. But please know we are supporting, encouraging, and guiding you all of the time, whether you recognize it in your conscious awareness or not. Your energy recognizes us, your soul recognizes us. Perhaps it is often just your human awareness through distraction that does not fully recognize us, and that is okay. We have no attachment to being fully recognized, and in fact, it often does not even help us work with you any better, because the truth is you do have free will, as we mentioned, and often even if we were to give you the answer that would help you move into alignment most highly with your own soul, you probably would not believe us anyway, because you would not be able to see the ripple effect of what one small choice today might produce for you 10 human years in the future. So we encourage you to know that you are supported and to keep honoring the emotions you feel. Keep honoring that nudge, that call, that something is missing feeling within you to continue to explore all of the spiritual and physical gifts that may resonate with you. You have our love, our devotion, our support, and our encouragement, and we are so excited to continue to work and move with you. We leave you now in peace and love, but just know that we are never far. We are always just a thought away, and you can move your awareness to us at any time, in any circumstance, no matter how distracted you feel. It is a practice within your human awareness. So we encourage you that if you truly want to build a more consistent relationship with us, practice getting still. You're not losing us either way. We hope to talk to you again soon. We leave you in love. Well, thank you for joining me today. I have no idea how long I've been talking for, so hopefully most of you have stayed with me. I know that I am supposed to make a couple announcements because I left a little note for myself. We've got our Joy's Soul Spa free community healing coming up this Thursday, the 14th at 6 p.m. Pacific. Hop on over to the Joy Soul Spa Facebook group if you are watching this somewhere else and not already a member. It's free to join, and the links are posted there. Every month we have a free community healing. Please let me know through the comments whether you're watching on YouTube or you receive this in an email or you're watching on Facebook or somewhere else. As you can tell, I'm not quite all the way back in here forming logical thoughts yet, but please know that I'm here for you guys, and I hope that this message touched you or resonated with you in some way. Please know that it is my intention to explore my own gifts more and share them with you as I do. And I'm excited to witness all of you stepping more and more fully into your gifts. Big hugs. I'm here every Wednesday at noon Pacific, and then I repost these in many different ways to try to get these messages out to all of you as much as I can. So big hugs, lots of love, and goodbye for now. And I will see you soon. Never goodbye, just see you soon. Joy Giovanni, Joyful Medium, signing off for now. Big hugs, lots of love. Bye for now.